right, you're all good.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for coming to our virtual travel show with Sandals, Barbados, and Grenada. Ryan is here. He is our sales rep for Sandals and Beaches Resorts, and he is going to give us a presentation on why you should be going to Barbados and to Grenada, whether it's in a month or so or next year. We can always plan it for you early. We also have two of our members on here as well. They're not on audio at the moment, but they're Glenda Stevens and Sarah Fry. Those are the two other agents that work for me here at Travel Pros. I've been to both Grenada and Barbados, and I am dying to go back. And once you see this presentation, you're going to be calling right away. So thank you very much, Ryan, and you can take it from here.
Not a problem, not a problem. Thank you, Jennifer, and sorry to everyone that you can't see my lovely face this evening. For some reason, my webcam is not working, but I want to thank you, Jennifer, for having me out. So this evening, we're really just going to take a little journey. So we're going to go through and talk about the Sandals experience and what you can expect when you go down to any of our resorts that we currently have. And then, as Jennifer mentioned, we will walk through Barbados and Grenada a little bit here. So let's get started. So at Sandals, we are the world's only 5-star luxury included resort, meaning that we want to show you how we earn our stars each and every day. All of our staff members, all of our amenities, we're constantly exceeding expectations. That's our goal each and every day for you while you're there on the resort. And we're not the only ones that think we're the best. Okay, we're not the only ones that think we're the best. Year after year, we've been voted as the world's leading all-inclusive company due to the amenities, the innovations, the amazing beaches, the amazing pools, but mainly because of our staff. I know I mentioned before that our staff were always trying to exceed expectations, but even though they're walking around and they do have a mask on, you can still tell the smiles coming from their faces there. They're just so happy to have you there and so happy to be there to take care of you. So at Sandals, we are a paradise created for two people in love. We really do emphasize romance all throughout the resort there. We're couples only and adults only, so you won't have to worry about any kids there on the resort for you. Now at Sandals, we have some of the most luxurious suites, and we call them our love nest suites. So that's something that Jennifer and the agents here at Travel Pros can actually plan for you and put you in that most picturesque location. So whether it's your own infinity edge pool up in the sky there in Grenada that we'll touch on here shortly, or a nice private pool up in the mountains there at Sandals Ochi, it's your choice, whether it's beachfront, oceanfront, swim up, walk out, penthouse, we have so many different options that we can place you in at any of our resorts. And within the rooms and the suites, we do feature now our spa style bathrooms, that luxurious, relaxing feel that you get with our tranquility soaking tubs, our his and her plush robes, and our Red Lane Spa amenity kit that we include in all of our bathrooms, really to kind of give you that spa style feel there in your own suite. So at Sandals, we do have 3 main levels of service. And I'm going to touch on our top 2 that we feature here. And that'll be our Club Sandals level, which is our middle tier. So with Club Sandals, once you arrive at our resorts, you go through the nice, we actually offer the complimentary shuttle. You step foot off the shuttle. You're greeted with that fresh lemongrass scented towel, maybe to just cool off, very fresh. And after the transfer and after the flight, there you're taking the Club Sandals, greeted with a nice cocktail, maybe a glass of champagne. We do have room service for all of our Club Sandals guests, and that's from about 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. there. With Club Sandals, they take care of your dinner reservations. In a post-COVID world, some of our restaurants are requiring reservations, so they can actually plan that for you ahead of time for once you arrive. And with Club Sandals, you do have the stocked in-room bar. Now, all of our rooms come with a stocked mini fridge full of juices, sodas, waters, beer, and wine. But with Club Sandals, you do get the liquor in there in your room. Then we have our Butler Elite service. And our butlers, they are really the best of the best. They're your own personal genie there on the resort for you. They greet you as soon as you step foot off the shuttle. They take you to your room, go through a nice private check-in there with you in your suite. With the Butler, you do get 24-hour room service. So if you wanted that early morning breakfast or that very late night nachos or the burger or anything like that, you can place the order and they can bring that to you there. With the Butler service, they take care of your dinner reservations as soon as you arrive. So they can plan out your whole week, but then if there's anything you wanted to change, they can also take care of that for you as well. And with the Butler, one of my favorite features, the way to contact them is your own private cell phone, where we actually give you a cell phone that you can call the Butler, reach out to them. If you want to sit by the beach, call them ahead of time, let them know. They'll reserve your beach chairs. But if you wanted to move to the pool, they can check and grab you some chairs. They can bring you food out on the beach. They pack a cooler for you. If you leave your sunscreen up in the room and you're sitting on the beach and you don't want to go up there to grab it, the Butlers will go grab it for you. Just give them a call and they'll do that for you. And then last but not least, you do have the stocked in-room bar, but it's going to be the top shelf liquor. So you have the Absolute Vodka, the Tanqueray Gin, the Johnny Walker Black that's in there in your room. And as I always like to say, we will restock them. So if you go through an entire bottle, not a problem. We'll bring another bottle in there for you. We may ask some questions, make sure everybody's doing okay, but we will bring another bottle and restock that for you. Now at Sandals, at all of our Sandals resorts, it's not just about those amazing suites and the amazing beaches that we sit on there. We have some of the most captivating pools there in the Caribbean, whether it's our zero entry pools, our swim up pools, our active or relaxing pools. But my favorite feature is that they never close. The pools are open 24 hours. So if you wanted to go for that late night swim, grab a couple drinks and go out for a swim, you could easily do so. At Sandals, I always like to say, you can wake up one morning and never move from the beach. Go sit on the beach, go sit at the pool for 8-9 hours and never move, stay there and relax all day. Or you can be as active as you would like, because we include all of our land sports and water sports across all of our resorts. And we have more quality inclusions than any other resort on the planet there. And when we say water sports, we include the paddleboarding, hubbycat sailing, tubing, water skiing, wakeboarding, snorkeling. We actually offer snorkeling excursions for you, meaning we put you on one of our dive boats, we send you out into the water, we give you the gear, and we take you to some of those amazing reefs out in the Caribbean there at no additional cost. If you're a scuba diver, we do include scuba diving. You get 2 dives a day if you're a certified diver, but if you've never been before, but it's always something you've thought about doing, always something that was on your wish list or your bucket list, it's a $100 charge. We go through the course with you. It takes about 2 or 3 hours, and then we send you out diving afterwards. We take you diving, and if you fell in love with it, like everybody does when they go and do our scuba diving, you can go the rest of your stay as well. It's not just a one-time charge, or it's not a charge every single time you go. It's a one-time fee, and you can go and experience that for the rest of your stay. And I mentioned our land sports, our beach volleyball, pool volleyball, billiards, tennis, basketball, golf. We actually do offer complimentary greens fees at our 4 golf courses. We have 4 courses. 2 are located in St. Lucia. 1 is located in the Bahamas and the Great Exumas, and then our 4th one is located in Ocho Rios, Jamaica. Complimentary greens fees. All you have to do is pay for a cart, a caddy at certain golf courses, and then if you wanted to rent clubs there. So as I said before, be as active as you want, or sit back and never move a muscle and have the Butler bring you drinks and food all day. So at Sandals, whenever you go to any of our resorts, we want you to experience the island. And when we say that, we want you to take advantage of our Island Roots excursions. This is our sister company that we have there, our excursion company, where you can go off the resort, experience the island, do Dunn's River Falls in Jamaica. We have our catamaran cruises there in Barbados, in Grenada. We have the ATV, the off-road dune buggy tours. So this is something that the agents here at Travel Pros can actually book for you ahead of time. So you arrive to the resort, and then you're all set. You don't have to worry about paying any additional cost or so. They can plan that ahead of time so you're guaranteed a spot. So when you're looking to go to any of our resorts, make sure to hop on over to our Island Routes excursions. And then after a day of excursions, the next day, hop on over to our Red Lane Spa. Enjoy a nice couples massage, maybe in our Red Lane Spa or even possibly out on the beach. We can do our massage services. And even in a post-COVID world, we are taking all those necessary precautions. We have our platinum protocols to make sure everybody's safe and secure. But the spa, it's never been more relaxing. Even after the day after you arrive, set up a spa treatment. This is also something that Jennifer and the agents here can book ahead of time for you. So I can't talk about Sandals being five-star luxury all-inclusive without touching on our five-star global gourmet dining. And with our global gourmet dining, experience the world, dine around the world, experience all those different flavors. We have over 23 dining cuisines throughout all of our restaurants, or throughout all of our resorts, I'm sorry. So go to our Italian restaurant, have an appetizer, have an entree, maybe have two of each. If you're still hungry, head on over to our French restaurant or a Jamaican or a Caribbean or the steakhouse or sushi. Dine around, experience those different options. There's no tipping, there's no checks. You can just easily stand up and walk out and go to another restaurant. And our chefs, they walk the fields, they walk the farms, they walk the valleys there to find the freshest fruits and the best vegetables there for you to bring to your table so you can guarantee that you're going to have the best ingredients throughout all of your meals there at any of our resorts and our restaurants. And you can't have five-star global gourmet dining without five-star premium liquors. And when we say our five-star premium liquors, we include top shelf drinks at all of our bars. All of our bars have the Tito's, the Appleton, the Jack Daniel's, Maker's Mark, Don Julio, the 1800, Tanqueray, Bombay. I can go on and on and on about all of our drinks there. And that's what we have at all of our bars. And I call our bartenders more mixologists because you can walk up to them and ask, what's your signature drink? Or I'm looking for something with vodka or whiskey. What can you make me with that? And as I mentioned before, the best part is they'll make up some nice little drink for you, but there's no check, there's no tipping, even if it's something that doesn't fit your taste buds at the time. You ask for it and you try it and you could go for something different. It's not a problem. We're not going to make you finish the drink or pay any additional cost or so. Ask for something different. It really is that true all-inclusive here at all of our resorts. Now at Sandals, it's always a party. We always have the party going. We have our Caribbean parties, our reggae parties, our Jamaican parties. We do the silent disco, silent disco. We do our white night parties where everybody dresses in white. We have the chocolate pieces, the chocolate desserts that are going around the party there. We have the music going, we have the entertainment. And the best part is none of this has stopped. We haven't taken away anything in a post-COVID world. We still have all the bars. We still have all the restaurants. We're still doing our nightly entertainment. So you're guaranteed to have the same type of vacation here as if beforehand. We haven't stopped anything. We want to keep that true total vacation experience for you. So now that I talked a little bit about, or maybe not a little bit, a lot about the Sandals experience and what you can expect, now we're going to go through some of the different resorts, or we're going to talk about Grenada and Barbados here for you. But I did just want to point out that we do have 15 resorts on 6 of the Caribbean's best beaches, on 6 islands on the Caribbean's best beaches. So we're currently located in Jamaica, Bahamas, Antigua, St. Lucia, and as we mentioned before, Grenada and Barbados. So if you're interested in any of these islands, please reach out to Jennifer, reach out to Sarah and Glenda, the agents here, and they'll be able to work with you and set you up with any of those specific vacations. So now we're going to head over to the island of Grenada. And the island of Grenada, it's a very exotic island. Not many people have heard of it. You can easily get there from Atlanta, Miami, New York. More connections are opening up now. And the airport or the resort itself is only about 2.5 minutes from the airport. So it gets you there instantly. And Grenada, it's known as the Spice Island. All the blends, all the spices. For foodie lovers, this is perfect. We actually do, it's also known for some of the best dive sites, the best scuba sites that we have. We have the underwater museums, the sunken slave ships here. So it's absolutely amazing. If you are a diver, you have to come here to Grenada. And as I mentioned before, it's about 2.5 minutes of a shuttle ride from the airport over to the beach, that pink gin beach that we have there. Now, the island of Grenada and Sandals Grenada here, it's a pretty active resort. We have our 3 main villages there, our Italian, our South Seas, and our pink gin, all with their own unique feel. And here at Sandals Grenada, this is where we introduced those new innovations, where we took a living room, as I like to say, and put it right in the middle of the pool. So we have the seating areas, the fire pits there, and we also took some of our pools and put them up in the sky here in Grenada. So it's very exotic. In our South Seas pool, where we have one of our large swim up pool bars, open all throughout the day there, very active. But then if you wanted something a little bit more relaxing, we have that that main pool area there with the living room space right in the middle. So at Sandals Grenada, I mentioned the 3 main villages that we have. And on the left-hand side, you can actually see in our Italian village, one of our sky pool suites. And when I say sky pool suites, it's your own infinity edge pool right up in the sky for you. So on the 3rd, 4th, or 5th floor of that building there, you open up those curtains and open up those doors right outside of your bedroom, and you have your own infinity edge pool. And on the left and the right-hand side, you might have your balcony there, so you can enjoy some early morning breakfast or some late night dinner, then hop on over to the pool. You don't even have to leave your room when you're here at Sandals Grenada, and you get that unbelievable view as well. But if you wanted something a little bit more private and a little bit more tucked away, in our South Seas village there, we do have our private suites with a nice private pool. And here you could see that nice pool right on the outside of your bedroom or the living room space, and that nice jacuzzi, and of course, our butler service. Now, don't be alarmed. The butler's not always standing there. They're not always waiting for you, but you do have the phone that you can call them if you were interested or looking for anything. They can always bring that to your room or take care of that for you. But it's that nice little hideaway option that we have here in Grenada. And I mentioned Sandals Grenada, or the island of Grenada, I'm sorry, as being known as the Spice Island. So here we have 10 dining options, and our Butcher's Chop House first came to Grenada a few years ago. And our Butcher's, it's that New York style steakhouse. So you have the surf and turf with the filet mignon, the prime rib, you get the mac and cheese, the crab cakes, the shrimp, just some of the different shrimps and everything, the lobster. So it's an amazing, amazing restaurant that we have here, and there's no upcharge. There is no upcharge at any of our restaurants there. So no matter where you are, no matter what level of room you're staying in, you have access to all of our restaurants. But even before Butch's, head over to Soy, have a couple sushi rolls, then head over to Butch's there and enjoy some appetizers and entrees. And then they'll have to roll you back to your room afterwards. So now we're going to head over to the island of Barbados. And here in the island of Barbados, we actually have 2 resorts, Sandals Barbados and Sandals Royal Barbados, right there on the southern part of the island. The resorts, they're only about 15 to 20 minutes from the airport there. So it's a nice, smooth transfer, nothing too long, give you a chance to kind of see part of the island, the southern part of the island of Barbados. But here within our 2 resorts, it's 2 times the fun. So we do offer exchange privileges between the 2 resorts. And when I say that, there's no shuttle going in between. There's no wristband. There's no checking out of one to check into another to go visit it and experience some of the restaurants. They are right next to each other. So they give you the option to walk back and forth. So if you were staying at Sandals Barbados, but you wanted to go enjoy the pool at Sandals Royal Barbados, walk on over and take advantage of that experience. So you have 12 bars, 18 restaurants, and 4 whirlpools with 5 pools just between these 2 resorts here. And now Sandals Barbados, Sandals Barbados was actually the first adults only, couples only, all inclusive brought here to Barbados, to the island of Barbados. Sits right by the St. Lawrence Gap, so it's very easy, very safe to walk off the resort there, go experience the culture, go to some of the different shops there. We have the Austin's Fish Fry every Friday evening there, but it sits on that renowned Dover beach, that large stretch, very wide stretch of beach lined with palm trees there at the Dover beach there at Sandals Barbados. And here at Sandals Barbados, it really accentuates the best part of nature. We have the palm trees spread throughout. We have the buildings that surround it, but in the middle there, it's a very close-knit type of resort here at Sandals Barbados. And in the back area, we have some of our Crystal Lagoon swim up suites where you can see just how that lush tropical feel that you get within Barbados here. You have that Crystal Lagoon swim up suite that stretches throughout the back area there, just a few steps and you're right in your own pool. Now, Sandals Barbados actually does feature 11 different dining options. We have our Bombay Club, that authentic Indian cuisine. We also have our Butcher's Chop House, similar to that at Sandals Grenada. But that Bombay Club, that authentic Indian cuisine, where it's that family style that they serve you with the butter chicken and the lamb, and I mean you can never go hungry when you're here at Sandals Barbados. But remember, you also have the options over at Sandals Royal Barbados to take advantage of. And speaking of Sandals Royal Barbados, let's head over there, just right across. It's a small little road that's really never used. It's a pathway just about a couple feet wide. And now at Sandals Royal Barbados, it's the most exclusive all-inclusive that we've ever had. You can see there we do have the private transfers with the Rolls-Royce transfers from the airport for some of our top Butler suites. And at Royal Barbados, we feature the first rooftop infinity edge pool there in the Caribbean. Located right there on the 6th floor with that infinity edge glass. We also have a nice jacuzzi up there, plus our sky bar, which serves some smoked cocktails throughout the day, throughout the evening there. And this pool, it's a little bit more relaxing. We have the soothing music in the background, but you get some incredible views up there from the 6th floor. And down on the bottom there, I'm sure you saw it, we do have our main pool, that very large infinity edge glass right on the edge of it, just a few steps from the beach. You can actually be sitting along the glass like that couple is there, and you can see the beach right from there because it's that close. We have the bar just a few steps to the side, and then a little bit further towards the middle of the resort, we do have our swim up pool bar with that jacuzzi a little bit higher up. This is a lot more of an active area, we got the music going, but even though the music's going here, you really can't hear it from up on the top floor where that infinity edge pool is. Now here at Sandals Royal Barbados, we also brought our sky pool suites over here. And the sky pool suites, we love them so much in Grenada, we have them here, and then here they're right on that beachfront access. So on the 3rd, 4th, or 5th floor of the building there, there's not even a palm tree blocking your view. You have a full unobstructed view of the water. When you're sitting in that pool, it almost feels like it's just nothing but water there on the horizon. It's a stunning view, and you're right there on that beachfront location. But if you wanted something down on the ground floor, we do have our swim up suites that line the edge of that main infinity edge pool there. So it's that easy access to get out to the main area of the resort. Now, Sandals Royal Barbados, I mentioned the 11 dining options over at Barbados, but here we have our rooftop French restaurant, La Parisienne, just a few steps away from the rooftop infinity edge pool. Unbelievable views on the outside area there, and our entertainment lounge on the left-hand side. We have the TVs, plenty of seating areas, grab a drink, sit back, wait for your dinner reservations, or in the evening there, this is where everybody comes together. And right on the inside of our entertainment lounge area, we have our Lover's Lane bowling alley. 4-lane bowling alley, open to everybody staying at Sandals Royal Barbados and Sandals Barbados. So no matter where you're staying, you have access over to our Lover's Lane bowling alley, and we have our World Beer Bar here as well. 18 different world beers stretched throughout all the different countries. So we have the German, the Canadian, the Italian, the Jamaican, the Dutch. Then we have our American beers where we have the Blue Moon, Shinerbach, and then as you can see, the Beck. So all the different types of beers here. So if you are a beer lover, this is the perfect resort. And that frosted glass that can keep your beer cool as you're sitting at the bar, maybe watching a game or waiting your turn to go bowling there. It's an amazing spot, and this is where everybody really gets together there in the evening. All right. So I know I'm kind of briefly showing beaches there, but we have we'll set up another. I think we have another in a couple months. We have another event to go over beaches there. But I do have a nice little promotion for you. So for joining us this evening and taking some time out of your day, and I do want to thank you all for coming out. We have a nice incentive that we wanted to offer for you. So if you happen to place a deposit down within the next few days of 6 nights or longer in one of our club level or Butler level suites, you can choose one of the following options. It could be a $250 spa credit. And that, as I mentioned before, use that for a nice couples massage, maybe even do it out on the beach there. You can use it towards a combo credit, which is $100 towards a spa, $100 towards a private beach candlelight dinner there, set in the evening there, celebrate an anniversary, celebrate a honeymoon, or just celebrate a vacation. And then $50 towards our photo shop. Or you can use that credit towards the Discover Scuba program. So I mentioned there was a cost if you've never been diving before. We take care of that for you if you choose that option. And then last but not least, if you're going to Jamaica or Turks and Caicos, Jamaica, we have our resorts, and Turks and Caicos is where we have our beaches. We're offering a catamaran cruise. And that's not all, because we also have our Easter sale going on right now. And our Easter sale is for any room category. Book 6 nights or longer over the next few days. I believe that's probably expiring, ending sometime next week. So you have a few days there. You get a $250 spa credit, a Sandals branded wine basket, and a candlelight dinner. So for that, you can end up, if you book within the next few days, you can get that $250 spa credit. You can get that that Sandals branded wine basket. You can get the candlelight dinner. And you can also check off the Discover Scuba program, so you can go diving while you're down there. Plus, we have our 777 promotions. 7 rooms at additional 7% off from Wednesday to Wednesday. And Jennifer, Sarah, and Glenda, they all are up to date on those promotions. So they can let you know if you have any questions, you can reach out to them. They'll be able to give you some details about some of those different suites that we have. So I do want to thank you all for coming out. Thank you for taking some time to learn a little bit about Sandals and Grenada and Barbados there. Now's the time to start planning. As Jennifer mentioned before, whether you want to go tomorrow, whether you want to go next month, whether you want to go 2 years from now, now's the time to start planning, because the resorts are starting to fill up. They're starting to book up, and we want to make sure you can get your spot, get that specific suite. If you want that sky pool suite, which I know you all want it, I know you all do, start looking now. Start looking for the future. You can place that deposit. You can set up a payment plan. You can wait a few months and then start setting up a payment plan. It's flexible. We have those different options there, but make those dreams into memories. So if you have any questions, I'd be happy to help. And I can bring Jennifer back on here to kind of close us off. But I do want to thank you all for joining us.
Well, that was wonderful. And I know that showing you it here versus actually live, I mean, it's beautiful on here, don't get me wrong, but I've seen it live. I've gone and eaten at Butch's, and I grew up in a prime rib restaurant, and I have to tell you, you always have had the best all-inclusive food at any resort, whether it's all-inclusive or not. And if I didn't want, they brought me limoncello one night, and I was like, wow, I have never had limoncello. And then, of course, when I got home, I had to buy a bottle of limoncello. So that way I can have a little sip. But desserts I don't feel guilty when I go. You know, I try to diet a little bit before I go, and when I may gain a pound or two, but it's worth it. And I get to lay out and my phone's not ringing. I don't have to listen to kids or my dogs. So I truly find Sandals Resorts, I mean, they're the best out there. People always ask me why. I don't think he mentioned they're a privately owned company. Butch Stewart, he was the founder. He recently just passed away, but he started this resort with a vision and came up with the swim up pool bar, the hair dryers in the room, the butlers, everything that you've ever seen at other resorts. Sandals is truly the innovator, the one that started it. And I can tell you, they're constantly coming up with all these new things for us to do to stay current. And I mean, it's amazing. And that's all I can say. They don't have a big team of people and managers, and it's one big family that really makes these decisions to make sure you're going to have the best experience ever. So if you know me, you know that I swear by them because that's where I vacation myself. So I want to thank everybody for coming. We do have the next Sandals event is going to be at St. Lucia and Antigua, and that is May 6th. You can find our events on the website, which is www.gotravelpros.com/events. We do have 1 hour meeting every Thursday. Sandals is doing 6 months of them. So each month he's going to be doing a different destination. Thank you, Ryan. But and then I think we're going to extend it because it's such a beautiful product and properties. So if you have any questions, definitely reach out to us. Our email is info@gotravelpros.com. All three of us, Glenda, Sarah, and I, all answer that email. And if you have any questions, you just let us know. We're here for you. So thank you.
Thank you all, and thank you, Jennifer. And look forward to seeing you all down there. And if you have any questions, make sure to reach out to Jennifer and the agents there. They'd be happy to help.
Have a good evening, everyone.
All right. Thank you all. Take care.